Jamil Parker reporting for YSM Sports Media here with trainer Greg Hackett. What's good, Greg?
I'm alright, man. Same old shit in the gym, getting ready.
We're just gonna cut right to it, man. I follow you on Facebook.
For sure.
And you did a live where you were talking about the situation with Gabe Rosado going with Freddie Roach. You want to touch on that?
Yeah, it wasn't really so much him going with Freddie. It was a comment that he made during the interview where he said, and I believe the interview was with Fight Hype, and he said on the interview, he said, I decided to go with Freddie because I need a new look, I need a fresh look, I need somebody who's on that level, somebody who could, that I could basically like finish out my career with, that's gonna take me to the next level. That part of the interview, and I'm not mad at Gabe, I don't feel no kind of way, but that part of the interview, when he said that, I felt like, all right, what you saying right now is everybody you work with in your past is not on a world-class level. When, to be honest, from the beginning, you weren't on the world-class level. You had to work your way up to where you are and everything you've done. Billy Briscoe, when you got chased out of the gym, not chased like somebody chased him out like a bully was, but when he came to the gym, the guy running the gym told him, no, go ahead, man, you too old. Billy ran out the door, came and got you at 18 years old, told you to come back in the gym Monday, and we'll get started. So now that we're at 2019, you are who you are, you've done things you've done, you basically saying everything you went through was because it just wasn't a world-class level. I was never, taught that way or worked that way. Because he said something about, man, I did everything I did off of the camps. There wasn't real camps. I'm like, huh? That was kind of crazy. Now, the reason I took offense is because, I only did 3 official camps with Gabe Rosado. But over the last year and a half, I've been out to California 3 weeks at a time for fights that never happened.
Which of the 3 camps were you with him with?
The 3 camps I worked with him with, I did, and I can give you exact length of time. I did 3 weeks. I came out 3 weeks with him for the Brian Vera BKB fight. That was the first time. That was in 2014.
Stop Vera.
Yeah, stopped Vera like the 5th round or some shit. Nice, clean right hand. He was in great shape when I got him. When I got out there. Crazy thing is, Billy was out California with him. Billy had him in great shape. He was in supreme shape. To be honest, that's the best shape I ever saw him in. And my job was pretty easy. He said, Greg, when he called me, he said, bro, when you come out here, bro, I'm already in shape. Let's kick it up another notch. So all I did was be who I am. You know what I'm saying? We just ran it in, like got it in. I mean, made sure he put some work in. He went out there and stopped Brian Vera. I'm not gonna say that's because of me, because you was already tuned up. You just needed somebody to finish. Then we had the second fight with David Lemieux in New York. It was the main event at Madison Square Garden on the Barclay. I think it was Barclay. I wasn't the head coach. He chose Jesse Reed as the head coach. That camp was lousy. And the reason I'm saying it was lousy because Gabe chose Jesse Reed. Jesse Reed is an older man who's set in his ways, who has made enough money off of boxing. He's made a name off of boxing, where to this day, he's still working corners. I felt like it was lousy because the work ethic every day wasn't Gabe Rosado, not what I'm used to seeing from him. You know what I mean? He was doing like 3-4 rounds on the bag, maybe a couple rounds on the pads, 3-4 on the speed bag, 3-4 jump rope, and then that was it. Jesse Reed was like, yeah, he's in great shape. Now, Danny Davis was working on his physical, his conditioning. Danny Davis had him in great shape as far as, running and, making sure he was in shape. He was good. But the strategic part inside the gym, I didn't like at all. And I was there for them. For that time, I was there for another 3.5 weeks. Now, the only camp that I got to run myself, working with him, was with Curtis Stevens, BKB. You know what I'm saying? They brought the BKB back, which was in 2015. It was in 2015. And that fight came out to a draw. I was out California for 2 months getting ready for that shit. You know what I mean? So that was my first experience with Gabe Rosado.
Do you feel like the comments were made maliciously or just he's just, you know, in an interview and he just, you know, just talking?
I felt like he really just ain't even pay attention to what he was really saying. But after talking to him on the phone, he do know what he was saying. But his response was, it wasn't about you though. And I'm like, well, why you ain't clarified and say who was it about? If you was talking about somebody, if you was directing those comments toward a certain person, then I think you should have said their name. Because when you say what you said, the way you said it, people who don't understand or don't know me, they would take it like, well, damn, I guess Greg Hackett really ain't no good. And that's bullshit. I'm a gun in the gym. I go hard in the gym. I don't play. You know what I'm saying? And the fighters I work with, they'll let you know that. But, I mean, I guess he was just in the moment. I think he was just in the moment. The cameras was popping that night. You know what I'm saying? I think he was just feeling it. I think he was happy to be working with Freddie, which is cool. That's your choice as a man. And he, you know, he just really wasn't paying attention to what he was saying.
Funny thing about when people make comments, perception is reality. Right. And because he might have been vague, the perception could have been, you know, Billy Briscoe and Greg Hackett aren't at world level. Is that what would make you feel some type of way?
Like, I'm 33. I feel like I got maybe another 30 years in it, 35 years. I mean, hopefully. To say that, it made me feel like, damn, I'm at an 8-round level with this shit. When you say it. I know I'm not, but that's how I feel. Like that's what I felt from your words. Like them guys just don't know what to do. At no point was I ever nervous working the corner. I think as a fighter, professional fighter, I only probably been nervous once. You know what I'm saying? Like really like, damn, like I'm in for some shit tonight. I gotta make sure maybe one time. But you disrespecting the years of experience Billy Briscoe got. Billy Briscoe, because of an eye injury, been working corners since he was 15 years old. Billy right now is about 48, 49 years old. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of, I've been in boxing for 20 years. It's just a lot of like history, I'm gonna say, that you disrespect and you're not really paying attention because you looking at the whole thing with Freddie, like, that's cool, bro, but don't do that to us here back on the East Coast. It's cold over here. It's already cold. You know what I mean? We don't need that.
From what I can remember, he tried to train with Freddie before. And
I think I heard something about that.
And Freddie said no. I guess Freddie had
the full house. Yeah, I believe. And listen, that's Freddie's choice. But it's just funny how those tables turn.
Yeah.
It's funny how those tables turn. It's like, I think Freddie's smart. Freddie very smart, very smart. I think Freddie knows what's going on in boxing. I think Freddie said, it's a good opportunity for me to show what I can do. Even though people know what I can do, I'm going to take a horse that has 3 legs. And I'm gonna win a race. That's like a magician move. Because Gabe is still in great shape, still physical, you know what I'm saying? Still sharp in the mind. And if he go out there and pay attention to what he's doing and really box, he can overturn some of them losses. But I think he's too stuck in his ways, where at the end of the day, he only gonna do what he know, which is what Billy taught him. And I'm not saying he lost those fights because of Billy, but Billy the type of guy, he give you everything you need. You just gotta go out there and put it together. I think he never learned how to really put it together. So to say that you can go with Freddie now, but you've been out California for almost 6 years, that's like, bro, like, why you saying it like that? Like, you know what I'm saying? You could have, if it's like that, you could have been with Freddie, or you could have been with Robert Garcia. No.
What was the whole process of him getting with Freddie? Did he tell you and Billy that he no longer wanted your services?
Nah, well, Salucky, the fight with Salucky that he recently, his last fight, which was what, like 8 months ago or something like that, which was in Philly. And I'm not trying to put anybody's business out there, but Billy Briscoe's mother passed away during that camp. So it was a difficult camp. Gabe still put on a great show. Gabe rumbled. Some people thought he won. I thought it was a draw. They both knocked each other down 2 times, which made the cards close, and it was a great fight. You know what I mean? I thought it was a draw though.
I had him winning. I thought they should have stopped it when Selecki kind of like turned his back.
Selecki didn't look like he really won anymore, but it was late in the fight. Great fight though. Billy went through something with his mother passing, but still finished camp with Gabe. Also, Gabe had like a strength coach working with him, which I think, you know what I mean, is always a mistake. Your strength coach shouldn't be in your corner. I don't think he shouldn't be. Your strength coach should be close by, but he shouldn't be in your corner. You know what I'm saying? And things didn't work out, I guess. I guess neither guy like what the other guy was. The from what I hear from both of them is like, I ain't like how he was feeling. He ain't like how I was feeling. You know what I'm saying? Me, I'm Greg Hackett, private contractor. I just like being in the gym. I love boxing. So when Gabe called me, I never look at it like, damn man, he trying to use me. Damn man, it's this and that. He just know I love this game. You know what I'm saying? He know I got some knowledge, and he know I love to work. So he called me. This was maybe in September. Matter of fact, it was in September. My son's mother had just passed away. My son is only 12 years old.
My condolences, bro.
Appreciate that. My oldest son's mother just passed away August 14, 2019. He called me maybe like September 1st. I went out there September 4th, the day before my birthday. So I spent my birthday in California. Now, I stayed out there for 3 weeks. What was supposed to happen was 3.5 weeks. What was supposed to happen was he had 2 dates he could have fought on that Eddie Hearn threw out there. One of them was October 4th in Chicago. October 12th in Chicago. The other date was November 9th at Staples, that just past weekend. Yeah. Neither one fell through.
Who was the opponent for the Staples card?
Staples was supposed to be Billy Joe Saunders. That fight didn't fall through because Gabe never competed at 168 pounds, and his last fight was coming off a loss. Eddie Hearn explained that in that last interview that they did together. You know what I mean? So that's and guess what? I understand that, but that had me out in college for 3.5 weeks. Did I go out there to go to work? Yeah. Did I go out there to clear my mind? Also, yeah, because I just went through some shit, and I really just I had to look at life, but. Did I get my job done? No, I didn't even get a chance to do my job. So I came on back home. After being home for about 2-3 weeks, Gabe hit me up saying, all right, well, it's a chance we might fight on the December 20th card, and it might be Jacobs if things don't go right with Chavez Jr.
I heard that rumor. So basically that was already in the works. It was something that was just known.
Yeah, because if we saying already in the works, right? December is right now. Today's date is November 12th. So if we saying December 20th, shit, that's 5 weeks from now. Some shit like that. That's about like 5 weeks from now. 5.5 weeks.
Yeah, 5.5 weeks, close to 6.
So when he told me this was the last week of October, so that's proper time to get ready for a fight. So it was like, soon as he found out something, he told me. But my battle was going to California for another 6 weeks because, like I said, my baby mother just passed. So after a few days, Gabe was trying to already schedule me a fight. A flight. I had a fighter fighting in Oxon Hill, Maryland, November 2nd. He was trying to get me a flight for the 3rd. I'm like, bro, I got to handle shit at home first. So make it after like the 5th or something. So he's like, all right. So then I text him like a couple days later. I'm like, you know what, Gabe? I can't leave my son, bro. I can't. He going through a lot right now. I can't just leave him like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna be able to come out. Gabe, he wasn't disrespectful at all. Gabe was like, all right, bro. Man, trust me, I understand, bro. And my condolences. And you know, if I can help you with anything, let me know. This and that. I mean, he kept it G. And then he even said at the end, he was like, well, maybe if I could hook something up with my gym, I'll come to Philly and we do camp in Philly. So I said, cool. My expectations wasn't super high because I already know he really don't want to train in Philly. I know that already. So to hear that he was training with Freddie, I wasn't surprised. The thing was, he told me like a couple weeks later, which probably was last week. So like a couple weeks from when we was talking about the Jacob. You know what I'm saying? Which was like last week or something. So, you know what I mean? I think he told me. He either told me or I found out. I thought I might have found out from an article, bro. I don't even know, for real, to be honest. You know what I mean?
Now, you had a conversation on the phone. How did that conversation go? Was it
Conversation wasn't disrespectful. It was more like, damn, bro, why you going live and why you could have just called me. I said, well, you could have just called me. And what I meant by that was the Fight Hype platform is major.
Yeah.
Major, especially in boxing.
Yeah.
So when you said what you said, everybody in boxing is listening. Because you Gabe Rosado. And I'm not saying you the most famous fighter in the world, but what I'm saying is people love to see you fight. Win, lose, or draw. They love to see you fight. So they're going to listen to the things you're saying. Your words are very influential when it comes to the boxing community. So when you said what you said, but you didn't say my name, but you put me like in a category, I feel like that was a shot at my name. Because you saying, in order for me to go to the next level, I got to deal with somebody like Freddie Roach.
And that creates a certain narrative.
It creates a certain narrative. So now that I go on my Facebook Live, which I only have 3,500 followers on Facebook, of course it's going to get back to you. That's what I wanted. If I wanted to call you, I would have called you. I got your number. And you would have picked up. But no, I wanted to hit a platform like you hit a platform. My platform is nowhere near that major. But you got the picture. You didn't like what was said. I didn't like what was said. So all I was trying to do is get you to taste your own medicine. That's all. Get you a taste of your own medicine, bro. Think about the things you're saying before you say them. I'm prepared for anything that come out of my mouth, the repercussions, but that come behind it. I'm prepared for it. I'm not going to say I don't care, but I think about, all right, if I got to go through something, I got to go through it. That just is what it is. And me and Gabe not beefing. This not a beef. And if he say we is beefing, then all right, that's how he see it. But I don't see it as a beef. I just see it as, you know what I'm saying? He needed to come off the cloud a little bit. Come down off that cloud and think about what you're saying, bro. At the end of the day, if you was talking specifically about Billy, then you should have said that. If you was talking about me, then you should have said that. But since you put us all in the same basket, then I'm riding for everybody that's in the basket. That wasn't cool. And even if you was talking about Billy, why? Billy going through a lot right now. Why you doing that? What's the point?
All right, so y'all had the conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Is it water under the bridge, or do you think that this is a situation that could possibly, fester and go forward?
To me, I look at it like everything else. It's a thing of the past. You know what I'm saying? We only talking about it right now because we trying to get things clear. To me, it's a thing of the past because, bro, you said what you said, I said what I said, you feel how you feel, I feel how I feel. All right. Like I said, this ain't no shit where it's like I'm dealing with like a 6'9" and bro, you a rat. No, it's none of that. It's just, bro, you talking as if you 38-0 on this interview. Bro, you at the end of your rope, to be honest, and you should be more so counting your blessings that they even keeping you above water. Because let's be honest, bro. And I love Gabe. That's my man, bro. And I'm not saying I love him because I don't want to go through it. I'm saying I love him because I watched everything he did. I watched everything that he went through. I know him from the amateurs, bro. I remember when he was living life like the rest of us. Mm-hmm. And he still is. He still got shit he got to worry about. My thing is, though, on this interview, you are talking as if your next fight should be for a title. How? You didn't earn it. And the fights that were in your hands, you let them slip away. But if you always listen to his reasons, it's always blame somewhere else. I tore something in my leg. My camp wasn't that good. The judge was against me. The ref was against me. I got cut. It's always something, bro. It's always something. Just take the loss and just take the fact that they saying to you, look, Gabe, you're a great fighter, but you're also a great opponent. And we're going to keep throwing you in front of these up-and-coming guys or these guys that need a fill-in or these guys that they need a challenge. But we don't expect you to win.
I feel like that's his role on the zone, and that's what Eddie has him for. He's the guy that's going to put on a great show, that, he's going to give all the in-between fights.
Every federation does have guys like that.
Yeah.
I don't think he want to accept that role. And I'm going to tell you how real a motherfucker I am. I'm going to tell you how real I am. I said to Gabe 2 times during these texts. I said, bro, worry about December 20th. Be the best you could be. Defeat the odds. That means whoever they put in front of you, win. Just win. That's all I ever wanted to see you do. I don't give a fuck about nothing else, bro. Don't come at me after you just did some shit that I did and you ain't like the way I did it because it hurts your image or you feel like it was a dagger against your image. But you didn't give a fuck about my image. You did? You wasn't thinking about my image when you said that at all. Or you weren't thinking about my kids I gotta feed. You wasn't thinking about that. You was thinking about yourself. So since you was thinking about yourself, all right, honey, have some of this medicine and do what you want with it. You know what I'm saying? That's all it really was with me. You know what I mean?
Now, are these the same points you made in the phone call?
I tried to.
Was he receptive or?
It was. That's your problem, bro. You don't listen. That's why nobody don't fuck with you. I'm the only fighter on the world class level that ever gave you a chance. That's why you'll never make it because of your mouth. You want to argue with everybody. So I'm a man with balls. My bad. I'm sorry. My mom gave birth to a boy, not a girl. Never. My mom had 4 sons, bro. She said, I don't raise bitches. Otherwise, I would have had a girl. So you expecting me not to speak up for myself lets me know what you think of me. That's how I look at it. You feel me? That's how I look at it.
Now, right now, he's scheduled. He brought you out to Cali, and initially for Billy Joe, right? Mm-hmm. So now he's on the December 20th card. He's scheduled for an 8-rounder, right? Mm-hmm. The news is basically it's looking like Chavez.
Chavez Jacobs.
Yeah, right now it's Chavez Jacobs, but he's provisionally suspended in Nevada. And because of the Ali Act, that if they uphold that suspension, because I think they have something scheduled, like a hearing scheduled for the 20th. If they uphold that suspension, then he's not going to be able to get a license anywhere until that suspension is up.
Okay.
Gabe is supposed to be Jacob's replacement, as you told me. Was that always in the works? That was
the first thing I ever heard. First thing I heard when he called me the last time was, listen, we wanted the zone card December 20th regardless. But if Chavez is not able to make it because of whatever reasons, we the fill-in.
How does your preparation change for, I'm preparing for an 8-rounder, and then all of a sudden, I'm preparing for Jacobs. Like, that has to be a shock.
Well, you definitely got to be a lot more strategic. You definitely got to be a lot more precise with the camp. You definitely got to get the right sparring partners. Definitely got to be healthy, nice and strong, fast hands. Everything got to be ticking for a guy like Jacobs. Because if you watch Jacobs can do a little bit of everything. I mean, good speed, good legs, good reflexes, good power, good size, good strength. Jacobs, he has a little bit of everything.
Do you feel like that's the reason why you went with Freddie, because the Jacobs fight is still in the air?
I can't really say, because part of it was because I couldn't come out there. Now, I guess he picked Freddie because Freddie is a powerhouse in boxing when it comes to coaches. And Freddie knows all of these guys. He watches all of these guys. That's on the top level. So I guess he felt like, all right, since this is a mega fight, I need a mega coach. I need somebody who definitely has experience with these big fights. So I guess that's why I went with Freddie. Chose Freddie.
How do you think that fight goes? If it is
big fight?
Yeah.
Great fight. Because Gabe gonna put anybody through it. That's just it. Now it's gonna come down to the last 4 rounds, like it always does. You know what I mean? If Gabe don't get cut, and I don't think he will, because he hasn't been cut in a while, it'd be a great fight. It could be a great fight. I can't say who will win. That's the crazy thing. You can't count Gabe out. You can't count him out because he don't have a quitter's attitude. You know what I'm saying? He's not known for quitting. He does have skills. He is strong. So it's like, in that fight, all right, you might favor Jacobs 60-40, but with Jacob's track record, you can't always give him the 100%. I can't favor Jacobs 100% or 80-20. It can't be nothing great like that. The most I give Jacobs is 60, 40 Gabe.
This is going to be both their first fights at 68,
68.
right?
68. I don't know. I think Jacobs might have fought up there once, or he might have been that heavy before, earlier in his career. Because Gabe, to be honest, when he turned pro, I think Gabe was like 64. He weighed in. He was a big kid. So he probably was weighing like 163, 164 his debut or some shit like that.
Yeah, I don't know how he ever made 154. He's good size.
That's the hard work. He definitely a hard worker. Well, you ain't got to tell him to work hard. Give him a date. If you give him a date and you give him somewhere to work, he going to work. He is going to put the work in.
If you had to say anything to the public about this whole situation, what would it be?
And just don't take it like I'm going against my brother. Don't take it like we beefing. I'm just trying to clear the air on some things that he was saying that I may have misunderstood. But once we got to talk, I definitely didn't misunderstand because he was saying something. The thing that I might have misunderstood was he was saying that it wasn't about me. But where I was misunderstood at is you didn't say my name. Why didn't you say it wasn't about me then? You know what I'm saying? Why didn't you didn't say it's not about Fernando Vargas or Brother Nazem or anybody else you have worked with in the past. You know what I mean? Say that. Don't say, I just need to work with a guy that's on this level. That's on the major level. Because that make it sound like everybody you worked with in the past just was no good. And I don't think that's true because Billy Briscoe got you to this level and got you through this level. Those fights, he wasn't losing. Those fights he got stopped with the cuts and shit. The Jay Leon fight, he was winning. To me,
he's whooping Jay Leon.
Kid Chocolate, he was winning.
I thought he was winning.
Martin Murray beat him. I thought he won. So I'm being real. You know what I'm saying? I think he was beating these guys. The thing is, they went the way they went because of whatever. But don't say it was because you didn't have proper camps. Don't say it was because of a muscle tear. You know why you can't say those things? Because we don't know that watching. While we're watching, we don't know that. So when whoever sees this is just me clearing my name, bro. Don't kick us like that. Don't kick us in the back like that. He's saying that I stabbed him and then that's fucked up and I fucked up and I'm not gonna never be able to get up from this and you know what I mean, whatever. But I'm holding it down for the guys who work hard and the guys who do this shit every day. I don't have a job 9 to 5. I'm in the gym all fucking day. So I take that shit personal. I take it personal. So if you wasn't talking about me, then say that you wasn't talking about me. Clear it up. You know what I mean? Just like I'm making this interview about Gabe. It's not about nobody else. And it's not even about Gabe. It's just about the issue we had with that I had with that interview. It's not about him. It's just about what you said. You get what I'm saying? I'm not trying to attack his character. It's just that, bro, why you say that? Okay. You ain't have to say that. If you went with Freddie, all you have to do is say, yo, I'm with Freddie Roach now. Yeah. Why? Because that's who I want to be with. That's all.
Yeah, but you know that don't make for good TV.
I know. No, and that's why I chose to do this because I want people to understand. You know what I mean? This is a real thing to guys like me. This is it's not Creed or no shit like that. It's not no movie. You know what I'm saying? It's not a joint where you just say cut and then we go back. Nah, this is what I do every day. So I'm taking every little bit personal. I don't give a fuck what nobody say, even though it is a business.
Thanks, Greg. I appreciate the interview, man.
Sure.
YSM Sports Media, we out.
Oh, man.